LOYALIES, it's me, LokiDarkfire. Welcome to my 100 subscriber special. This was going to be 100 games in 100 minutes, but that was going to take months to upload, and I was having to download each game individually as well before I could record them. And so yeah, I went with 30 games in 30 minutes because 30-minute video is reasonable. And plus, y'all don't really want to sit there for 100 minutes. Hour and 40 minutes listening to me, watching me blur in and out. Yeah, never going to happen. So, yeah, I made this video a lot shorter, and we can get back on with our regularly scheduled videos, such as Yogbox Adventures. I've got to do Herobrine's Mansion. I'll get that finished. That's not going to be many more videos, I don't think, though. Also, if you see any games that you like the look of, leave a comment. Tell me you want a Let's Play of them and I'll do a Let's Play on that video as well. I have a few others lined up, such as The Walking Dead has already been requested. I will be doing a series on that. I intend to do a series on Doom as well, which you'll see in the games. It's the original Doom games as well, it's not the new ones. So yeah, if any games scream, "Watch me!" then yeah, give us a shout. Leave a comment and I'll make a series on that as well, because it's all your guys. This is you. I started off with 100 subscribers, got to 100 subscribers when I started making this bloody video. I've now got 116. Thank you! Without you guys, I just wouldn't be bothering. So you make all this happen. It's up to you. So yeah, like this video, share it with other people, comment, rate, subscribe. Do what you guys do best. And I'll see you all later. Bye!
Hello LOYALIES, this is the first game, Divinity 2, and this game is absolutely epic. Although I have it on the lowest possible graphics settings, it still looks pretty. Unfortunately my computer can't handle it, hence no series on this. If I get a new computer though, there will be a series on this, I promise. I love it. One of the big features about this game is every single character in it is voice acted. There is voice acting for everything. It's absolutely fantastic. The combat system is amazing. You can read people's minds, and about 16 hours into the game you get the ability to turn into a dragon and fly the fuck around. This is one of the longest games I have ever played. You can easily get 60 to 100 hours of gameplay out of this. It's absolutely epic. But yes, this is Divinity 2, and this is amazing, and it's our first game. So, ta-da! Next game! Breath of Death VII, the beginning. Numbers 1 through 6 just didn't quite make it, apparently. This is your traditional RPG style game, all first-time Zelda-esque game. It's very, very cool. I do love this style of graphics myself, but that's a personal opinion. It does not take itself seriously at all. Second, Chief Ello looks down upon Nana before he's beaten them into submission. Ha! The skeleton's so done that he doesn't even realise he can restore his magic points and save the game just by stepping onto that pillar of light in front of us. He could freely use his special techniques on us and then regain all his lost MP in the blink of an eye. Thanks for the tip. Let's dance. See? Does not take itself seriously. It is a very fun game, and I just really enjoy the graphics style and the fact that it just continually takes the piss out of these traditional sort of RPG elements games. Voila! I won! Yay, go me! And that is Breath of Death 7! Chrome! This is a... Shut up. This is a first-person shooter, sort of tactical, he says in inverted commas, that boasts amazing graphics. Yeah.
Logan, don't walk away!
And an interesting mission basis and what have you. Although this is the very first mission, like literally just after the tutorial, which was the first part of this mission. Yeah. And I've already failed it once because he had me take on a sniper, and I've not got anything I can really take a sniper on with, so I died. But due to the sort of simplistic graphics system, I quite like it because it means I don't lag at all. And I like not lagging at all. Cogs, remember them horrible slidey puzzles you got as a child? Well, someone decided it would be a good idea to make them into a game. This game, in fact. And I absolutely hated those slidey puzzles as a child because I could never do them. But oddly I'm doing quite well on this one. There are various other mechanics that get thrown into it as well. Make the game more and less challenging, I guess. For example, there's a level of pipes where you had to transport steam from one end to the other. And I've screwed that up, haven't I? This one I've got to make that peg turn and set the chime off, but they're now in the wrong way around. There we go. And that's basically the whole objective of the game, is to move the puzzle pieces around and suffer. Doom! Or the ultimate Doom as it's known. It's the pinnacle of first-person shooters, where every first-person shooter has become known as a Doom clone before the term first-person shooter was actually coined. This was released in 1995. It is the cornerstone of my whole gaming career, as it were. This was the first game I ever played, and I loved it. The controls are now incredibly counterintuitive, as moving the mouse forwards is how you move forwards rather than looking up, because in Doom there is no up. In Doom it's line up accurately enough and he will shoot upwards if he needs to. There we go. Yes, as you see, this was a grisly game back in its time, and now these high definition graphics are to be laughed at. In fact, this game runs, got it off Steam, it even comes with its own DOSBox emulator. Gish, or Gish, or Gish, I have no idea. But you play as an amorphous blob of tar, 12-pound blob of tar whose girlfriend was kidnapped. Because tar needs loving too. You have the abilities to, you can press A and you get all these like pins. If you hold S you become super slick and slimy and you can slip through stuff, and if you hold D you become really heavy. And you can break stuff by being heavy. See, sticky, slick and heaviness. Oops. No idea what I'm going to do with this. Anyway, yes. That is Gish, or Gish, or Gish, or something like that, which is lagging a little bit whilst I've got Fraps running, oddly enough. I've no idea why that is. Anyway, yay, indie games, woo! Oh, and you can jump as well by bouncing. Check it out. Boing, boing. Minecraft, the game in which you can dig, build, and create to your heart's content. This game started off the massive craving for people in indie games as this became huge. And it can be completely revamped with a texture pack. Yes, a custom texture pack can completely change the look of the game. This is my personal favourite texture pack, but Minecraft has the biggest modding community I have ever seen, and not just mods to improve your game. They make maps, texture packs, you name it, they add it to this game. There's even a guy who does filters for an out-of-game program for editing your game. This is Minecraft, ladies and gentlemen. Your imagination is your limit. And this is personally one of my all-time favourite games, just because even when you get bored of it, you can just pick it up again whenever you feel like. You can stop playing it and start playing it and just pick it up again whenever you feel like. Fantastic game. One of the best games available in my personal opinion, just because of its replayability. It's technically a survival. Ulus, this game is called. It's a it's a physics-based puzzle game that I've just screwed up on that level. The soundtrack to this game is beautiful, but unfortunately, unlike every game ever, this game doesn't have an option to turn the volume up or down. It has an option to turn the volume on or off, and so as a result I've had to turn it off just so you can hear me. But it's a fantastic game. The soundtrack is beautiful. There you go. And it's very cheap, it's on Steam, it's good fun, many hours wasted away. Physics are fantastic, graphics are beautiful. Portal! If you haven't heard of this game before, you have been living under a rock. This game is one of the most amazing puzzle games ever, sort of thing. Oh shit, ow, crap, ow, right. And the objective of the game, you have this portal gun, as you can see, and you can place portals, see? One there, one there. Voila, you go in one and out the other. You have to complete all the puzzles whilst the psychopathic robot is trying to kill you. That's basically it. Other than that, there's not a lot to be said about the game as it happens, other than the fact it is widely regarded as a perfect game. There is nothing wrong with this game. The psychopathic robot is fantastic. The graphics are very, very pretty. It's brought to you by Valve. Yeah, and this is it. This is oh, there we go. Whee! Ow. And so you're going up here and you use portals to get around. Really clever. RollerCoaster Tycoon 3 Platinum Edition. This is the make it or break it of these style of games. I love these styles of games where you build and stuff like that. This is the first campaign mission, but you can do like sandbox and all sorts, and this comes with all the expansion packs as well and everything like that, and you can add your own music and own pictures, and oh, it's awesome. Anyway, this is I got this on goodoldgames.com for like next to nothing. It was awesome. I loved it. Let's see, what can we do? The objective of the game, you can go through career mode, wherein you go to certain parks that have already been made and add to them and improve on them, achieving certain goals such as number of guests, etc, etc, etc. Or you can go sandbox mode, where you start blank and just keep building forever and ever and always. Scrolls! Another game by the wonderful people at Mojang that made Minecraft. This game requires you to tactfully sacrifice scrolls, gain resources, in order to summon beings to destroy at least three of the enemy's doohickeys. And quite frankly, I suck at this game. I really do. But it's a really fun game. You buy new scrolls and you build your deck and you get more tactful and you get your ass kicked a few times. There's multiplayer options going on as well. It's in its early alpha stages as well, so there's that to take into account. There we go. And the objective is just destroy three of the opposition's pillars. These are mine, that's the opposition's. As you can see, the computer's sacrificing and attacking and stuff like that. He is absolutely owning me at the moment, but hey, that's how we learn. Shadowground Survivor. This is actually the sequel to a game I own but have never played, and I have never played this either. But top-down perspective, quite nice. The flashlight on and off option always useful. Aim your mouse to shoot with WAS and D to move around. Nothing unusual about any of that. There is an upgrade system as well. You can upgrade your weapons and stuff, and it's quite cool. I do like that. And although for whatever reason these monsters I'm shooting now are carrying the upgrades around with them. Aside from that, there's no really complaints about this. I quite like it as far as top-down shooters go. I keep blowing myself up. Top-down shooters go. It's quite nice. It's a fun game. It's pretty. The graphic styling is really quite lovely. I'm very fond of the graphics in this game. And the stuff to kill. Die, 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 die. Mwahahahaha. I win.
First, there was Paul. Then came Super Breakout. Now we have Shatter.
Yes, loyalies, this game is a traditional block breaker style game with a bit of a spin on it, and ow, in that there's various other obstacles and stuff, things to collect. You have somewhat control of the ball whilst it's not attached to you. Using the left and right mouse buttons you can blow like that, or you can suck like that. You can collect all these little things floating around to increase your score. There's loads of power-ups and extra lives and stuff, like you would expect with a game like this. But yeah, you can blow stuff away. And this is an awesome game. It's got a nice funky soundtrack to it. It's got a lovely new style that you don't see in other games. Some of the levels are even circular, just to make it a bit more weird and wonderful. But it's a lovely game. I've sunk many, many hours into this. It is awesome. Go get it! Space pirates and zombies. At the moment there's not much I can tell you about the game as I haven't played it much, but you have to go around collecting res and increasing, and you can use it to buy upgrades and stuff for my ship, which at the moment is a tiny little shitty thing. No idea where the zombies come into it yet. I genuinely haven't played this before, so I have no idea what's going on. Well, apparently my crew's biggest fear at the moment is of being attacked by that thing, which is a mining laser, like a big one, which is weird. I quite like the game actually, the way it started out. It started out quite nice and giving detailed description, let you know everything that's going on kind of thing. So yeah, I quite like this game. I might be playing it a bit more. Steel Storm! This is one of those top-down shooter type things where you've got to blast constant rays of enemies and stuff. Only, unlike other ones, this doesn't constantly propel you forwards. And you can stop shooting as well, which is quite cool I suppose. But yeah, look, I can turn around and go back the other way. How cool is that? The options, or the menu in this game was absolutely freaking insane. I had difficulty navigating that. But I suppose if I paid a bit more attention it might have been easier. Customization is awesome. You can choose the colour of your ship, you can, you know, you've got profiles and all sorts, and I appear to have a different gun here and I didn't notice that. That's the objectives completed, that's this mission done, although this is the very, very first one, I think. Possibly, maybe. But yeah, how cool is that? Steel Storm, everybody! Tank Universal. This game is totally not inspired by Tron in any way. You play the part of a elderly gentleman who is suffering from a fatal disease and is going to die, no questions asked, and the doctor has prescribed him a virtual reality headset in which he is playing this. I am currently doing the sort of second part of the tutorial at the moment, which is a virtual simulation inside the virtual headset inside the guy's head. The game itself is pretty cool as it happens. I mean, as you can see, it looks quite cool. The graphics are alright, you know, the fuzziness is deliberate in these graphics because it's to add to the whole idea that it's sort of virtual and reality and stuff. Ow, 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 run the frickin' other way. Right, you can upgrade your tanks and get special abilities, and it's an indie game as well, so it's obviously not very expensive. Have fun with this. Terraria, the love child of Minecraft and Jabba the Hutt. Yes, Jabba the Hutt style Minecraft, we would have Terraria. It very much represents sort of a 2D Minecraft for the most part, but there is a lot more involved in it as well. Unlike in Minecraft, there is more weapons, there is more items, there is bosses, more bosses and stuff like that. It is a very feature-packed game, very fun, and for some reason I appear to be lagging horrifically, don't know why, but my rocket boots are awesome! Anyway, independent game, so it's still quite cheap, and this is apparently on part 3 now as it happens. I didn't know this. It's been upgraded since I last played, but awesome game anyway, very pretty as well. Go get it! This is Transformice, the game where you play as a mouse. And the objective is get the cheese, get home. I'm currently in the bottom left hand corner. Sorry, I hope this is my left and right. I'm screwed, so I'm just going to kill myself. Whee! Anyway, the objective of the game, help each other by if you're the shaman, and get the cheese and get home. The game is completely free. You can play it in your browser, no download necessary, although there is a download if you really, really want. And it's literally a case of log in and play it. That's it. Many, many hours have gone into this game. Unfortunately, it has no sound of its own, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, but you can play your own music in the background or whatever, and everything works out lovely. Not much else to say about the game. Have fun. There's trolls. Be warned. Trauma! One of the more surreal games I've come across so far. This is a point-and-click adventure where you navigate around by pictures in order to find, as far as I can tell,
I found a photo of an advertisement.
More pictures.
I think it's some sort of a drain cleaning agent.
You learn various gestures like that throughout the game. So far I've learned 2. I can look that way, and I can zoom out. I've now exhausted both of those. Oh, there's one. The objective of this level...
The symbol to turn around.
Well, hey, I can turn around now. The introduction video to this was surreal, and accumulated in a car accident, and I've no idea what's going on. I'm navigating dreams or something, and yeah, it's kind of cool, but really weird. Trine, the most ridiculously beautiful puzzle platforming, physics-based adventure 2.5D game ever! This game is absolutely fantastic. It plays 3 characters. There's this assassin-type character who has a grappling hook, so she can swing like that and skewer herself. Oops. She also has arrows, so she can take out the enemy like so. Or you can swap the wizard, who can draw stuff and just make it appear like that, and then you can pick it up and move it, and you can use this to help you get through the various puzzles. That's not going to work in this case. So we just make a nice cross them. Voila! Or you can have the knight in shining armour. Huzzah! And this guy is somewhat of a dimwit, but he's awesome as well. Yay! Vessel, an indie puzzle platformer which relies on water physics, or the physics of these little dudes called Furos. You play the part of an inventor who created them, and you have to use them to help you solve various puzzles throughout the game. They do smoosh like water. They do share properties of water, which is what makes the game difficult, I guess. It's a very fun looking game. It's a steampunky looking game, and I like steampunky styling, so for me this is a very good looking game. Obviously it won't be to everyone's taste, but it's my taste. Yeah, this is Vessel. Like I said, it's an indie game, so it's always cheap. It got some really good reviews as well. I remember that. When it first came out, everyone was like, oh, it's awesome! It's awesomely, amazingly awesome! The Walking Dead. In this game, it's the best way I can think to describe this is a point-and-click, choose-your-own-adventure graphic novel animated thing, which is awesome. And as you can see, we have Zombifies. Shoot the fucker. It's based on the graphic novel, obviously, and the fantastically popular TV series, and it's episodals, and there's 5 different episodes of this game, released by Telltale Games, famous for their episodal games. So yes, now that we've blown the head off the cop...
Skin's all rotten and he smells like shit.
He smells crap.
What the hell is this?
I don't know. And so this is an absolutely fantastic game in my opinion. It is a series of point-and-click adventure and quick time events.
Hey! Are you dead? Help! Go get someone!
So that's basically the whole premise of the game. But every decision you make, everything you say does affect the way the adventure unfolds, and there's like moral dilemmas and stuff like that. Anyway, awesome game. Buy it! And it's Worms, the game where you control worms. Original, right? The idea of the game being that you have an army of worms and you've got to destroy the enemy's army of worms before your army of worms gets destroyed using various silly weapons. That's the whole objective of the game. And there's online multiplayer stuff available. You can do multiplayer on the same computer. You get idiot. It's all full of humour as well, and just good giggles and stuff. Yes, Worms! This is actually Worms Reloaded, this particular version, available on Steam.
Yes, sir.
And it's just lots and lots of fun. Just don't forget that. Lots of fun. Whoops. My bad. Zeno Clash. This game is a very unusual sort of first-person shooter slash survival. I have been accused of killing... Yes. Father Mother. Often referred to as a she, mostly. I love the style of weapons in this game. They're all quite fascinating and fantastical. The graphics are beautiful. This is one of a few games on this particular list that I've actually bought on its own in Steam. It's ever so pretty. I'm currently running away, having been accused of killing this person. And I suppose the objective of the game is to clear your name.
Get ready to shoot them.
Yeah, she has guns, see? I have crossbow. But it's a pretty cool crossbow. Ow. That was another one. That's a bird thing. Okay then. And yet it moves. An interesting indie puzzle platformer by Broken Rules, I believe they're called. The interesting aspect of this game is the whole fact it's made entirely of torn paper, and you can rotate the world to suit your every whim, as it were. See? And you've got to use those mechanics in order to solve the various puzzles about getting around and avoiding them black holes, like that thing up there. Yeah, there's not a lot more to be said about this game, to be perfectly honest. It's a clever and unique sort of concept. I do like the idea. It's different. Never seen anything like this before myself. Oops. So yeah, that's And Yet It Moves. Atom Zombie Smasher. This is excuse me. This is basically a sort of strategy, real-time defensive thingy, I don't know. Basically the objective of the game is rescue everybody before the zombies kill them. Down here you see the zombies. This is where they go, they're all the pink dots. Then the yellow dots are the civilians. You place the helicopter landing zones for everyone to run screaming to. You have to save like 20 in this particular level. So yeah, this is another indie game, and it's quite addictive actually, considering how limited it is. But yeah, buy it, because I said so. AudioSurf. I personally believe this game is what first inspired the genre of music-controlled levels and such. In this game, as you can see, you control a spaceship, dodge the grey blocks, there are different game modes and stuff, and the track itself is built depending on what music you choose to play with it. It's the faster the song, the faster the track, etc, etc. So then it can get very intense depending on your tracks. You can make your own music obviously and literally choose any song and play it. And this game has had many, many hours of my time. Let's just enjoy it for the next 18 seconds. Bastion! This game is amazing, and to sum this up in a minute would be impossible.
Finds his lifelong friend just lying in the road. Well, it's a touching reunion.
This game is awesome. It has the commentator that is very intuitive. You can break everything. The graphics are absolutely amazing.
He sees what's left of the rippling walls. Years of work undone in an instant. In the calamity.
Yeah, there we go. Oh, he already said his piece. Never mind. Anyway, game. Awesome. Amazing game. It's
that
beautiful.
A survivor? No, ma'am. It's a gas fella. Forced out from underground.
The game
Kid pops him good.
just keeps giving and
Fella
giving
got a
and
piece
giving.
of him, though.
And it is just the best game ever. So yes, buy this game. You must buy this game. Locks That Matter. The story about two developers who have gotten stuck and are relying on the help of this little Tetrobot to save them. It's an interesting little game. You have to build your way out of stuff and collect stuff in order to make progress. Didn't know that was going to fall, I must admit, but I'm glad it did. See? If we hit E, there we go, we can place the blocks. So put one there, one there, one there, one there. Again, we can then jump on the blocks, except with sand, the yellow block does drop. It's an odd little indie game. Quite like it. It's got a charming nature to it, but you have to get into it really. Welcome to Braid. This game is a beautiful independent puzzle platformer. They got so many good ratings. It's become the cornerstone for indie developers. Every indie developer now sort of brings out a new game every now and then, and it's always puzzle platformers now. And if you ask them why, they will say Braid. Braid is the reason why. And as you can see, the graphic styling is gorgeous, and the main game mechanic that sort of makes this game what it is, aside from the fact it's stunning, is the ability to reverse time, like anytime you want. So just hit shift, go backwards in time. And this adds to some very interesting puzzles, like there, as you see, I reversed time a bit. This cloud didn't get affected, and so it made a sort of steppy thing which I completely ballsed up.